Looking a whole lot of swollen. A whole lot of swollen. Okay. I hope you guys are doing well. You know what's so crazy? I woke up still feeling really sick, but my daughter has a field trip today, so I had to put the mom cape on and I was like, let me just get out this funk. So I'm going through so much, guys, and when we go through certain things in life, people always tend to try to tell us like, hey, that's your family, that's your blood, or that's your mom, or that's your dad, or that's your mainly blood. People say, hey, that's your blood, that's your family. And they try to make us feel bad sometimes for, you know, taking certain steps, necessary steps to protect yourself. But I want you guys to understand that it doesn't matter if someone is your blood or not. Evil is evil, okay? And I want you guys to understand that just because someone chooses to take certain steps to protect themselves, it does not necessarily mean that you are evil like them. And it does not necessarily mean that you don't love your family or you don't love them. There's only so much a human being can take. Okay. And I'm speaking about particularly my situation, and I'm sharing this for whoever needs to hear this. You have to understand that God knows all things. God has eyes everywhere. He has eyes on the good and he has eyes on the wicked. God sees the evil plots and schemes that people do. Some people, I wish I had a family that all we did was argue, disagreement, talk bad about each other, blah, 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 and then we can always make up when it comes to things like that. That's nothing. But when you have people that are intentionally trying to kill you and trying to kill your children, the family you created, the family that God used you as a vessel to bring in this world, then you have to take certain steps. If you guys look at the book of, look at what happened to Cain and Abel. Cain killed his own brother over jealousy, all because God favored Abel. Cain killed his own brother, his own blood. Joseph's brothers attempted to kill him using the goat blood. Well, it doesn't say they attempted to kill him using the goat blood, but I see things in the spirit and I knew right away that was a ritual. Goat blood represents death. Anyone that uses a goat during their witchcraft, they're trying to kill you. So I don't find it coincidental that they put goat blood on the cloth to bring back to his father. But they tried to kill him, and when they couldn't kill him, they sold him. There's a reason why they couldn't kill Joseph. The Bible doesn't explain why, but that reminds me of how many of us, they try to kill us and they couldn't. So when they can't kill you, what do? They look for other tactics, other means, other ways of doing their evil when they can't kill you. What do? They slander you, they gossip about you, they lie about you, they try to ruin your reputation. They do all these other things to try to mess up your purpose when they realize they can't kill you. And that's what happened with Joseph. They sold him because killing him, they couldn't kill him, right? Um and again, when you have a personal relationship with God, he will reveal certain secrets to you. And I noticed that not everybody has that type of relationship and not everyone's going to understand. So there's people that will see things differently in the Bible who have more of a spiritual um, perspective because they can see things in the spirit and God allows them to see what is hidden. So not everyone will understand that particular portion. But the point of the matter is don't let anyone, you know, try to make you feel guilty or bad if you have to take certain steps or you have to take certain precautions to protect yourself because it's not okay for people to try to harm you. It isn't. If you guys look at my situation with my case, the people that have been doing this to me, they have been served not once, but they've been served twice. They've been served twice. They've been cautioned twice from the courts. And the reason why they were served a second time was because they continued to do their evil. And the courts knew about them still doing their evil. If they were not still doing their evil, the courts would not have served them again. The reason why the courts served them again is because they continued to do their evil. So they got another cautioning, right? And these people have asked people to kill me and my children, and they're still doing it. They're still doing it. They didn't learn. So, what does that tell you? That tells you that even when someone is taking legal action against someone, they are so evil to the point where they don't stop from the first time they received a cautioning, letting them know that, hey, this is more serious than you think, and we are aware of what you're doing. We know what you're doing, and we have evidence of what you're doing. So you need to stop. The fact they continue to keep going means that they have a lot of pride, they have a lot of ego, they think they're above the law, and they have more faith in black magic than God. That's what that means. And that also reveals the type of hearts, the type of intentions these people have for people to continue to keep going. If somebody truly would have changed and had the intentions to change, they would have stopped from the first time they were served. That would have been a red flag. That would have been like, oh man, I gotta stop. But a person that kept going meant that they were never going to stop. Because the fact that they're still paying people, they're still doing this, means that they were not going to stop. So when people sit there and say, you know, that's your family or that's your blood or whatever, whatever, had I not gone through this route, they would have kept going. If they're not stopping after being served, being given a court date, and being served twice and they're still doing it, that means that had I not done this, they would have still kept doing it. Do you get where I'm coming from? So the point of the matter is there are some people, there are some cases that are not light. They're not like everybody else is. Yeah, you may have a family where you guys fight and bicker and you guys may talk about each other and call up each other on the phone. That is lightweight. There are some people out there, their situation is life and death. Their situation is a Cain and Abel. And this is why God will tell many of us who have a situation like Cain and Abel to take certain steps. And again, when I saw, when I did all this in the beginning, I was like, I don't know if I want to go through with it, blah, 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 blah. And God told me to proceed, and He was stern with me. And now that I see that they're still going till this day, even after they've been served twice, let me know why God told me to go through with it and to continue going through with it, because they were never going to stop, right? And this is the only way they'll stop is when they're prosecuted, basically, and they're sentenced. So don't let anyone tell you different, and don't let anyone tell you, oh, they're blood or not. If someone is trying to hurt you, if someone is putting your life in danger, and God is telling you to detach yourself and to do something, listen to God, okay? God is your family. Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, Father in heaven is your family. God comes first. And if God comes first, His instructions for your life comes first. Okay? I love you guys.